So Bhagavad Gita 7.1. Shri Bhagavan Uvaja Maya Asakta Manapata Yoga Vidutashaya Asansayam Samagra Mam Gita Vyashritashitu Maya Asakta Manapata. That you can project there. So Maya Asakta Mana Partha. Now, will you say somebody become attached to? This is the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. Here Krishna is saying, Maya asaktam manapata. Oh Partha, what you now become attached to me. Now, this is the first time Krishna is speaking in Gita. Till now, he did not talk about become attached to me. Only few verses is talking about meditation upon Yogina Sarvesham Madhate Nanta Atma, the previous verse. And maybe the fifth chapter he's spoken about Bhoktaram Itasam Sarv Lokamasham Sudam Sarv Utanam Gyatamam Shanti Richati. As another Shukatani Saramani Zemne Yuktasit Mataparaha. So very few verses Krishna has given us hint that meditate upon me, think of me. But here Krishna, because Bhakti Yoga is beginning, Krishna directly starts with Maya Asakta Mana Partha Yamam Yinjat Madashraya. So Maya Asakta Mana Partha. That Maya Asakta Mana Partha, they become attached to me. Yoga Yinjat Madashraya. Taking shelter of the yoga, taking my shelter, asansayan samagarama. So without doubt, you will know Tashno. Now hear from me. So here Krishna is giving a hint by hearing from me, hearing about me, you will develop attachment to me. And if you see Srimad Bhagavatam, the beautiful stories come where people develop attachment to Krishna because of hearing from Krishna. Because of hearing from Krishna, people develop an attachment to Krishna. And what was their attachment to Krishna? The attachment to Krishna is the example comes from Brahman Patnis in Krishna book, 23rd chapter to 10th chapter. These Brahman Patnis have never seen Krishna. So one time Krishna felt hungry. Krishna went to his god friends. Now I'm feeling hungry. Please bring the please back and bring it. Actually, coward boys said, Krishna, we are feeling hungry, but actually they wanted Krishna to eat. So we'll go back. And they said, okay, there are Brahmanas who are doing it. Okay, you go over there. And they went to ask the Brahmana. Brahmana said nothing to eat. He didn't reply anything. And Krishna said, their wives are great devoted. You should go and approach them and ask them about nice. And ask them that whether you will ask them the Bhiksha. And the coward boys went and told the Brahman Patnis that Krishna and Balaram have come here, they are hungry. And immediately that time, the wives, whatever cooked food stuff they made for the yajna, they all gave, they themselves gave rather than giving to the boys. Because when they heard Krishna has come so nearby, they themselves came to the place. And when they came over there, they were just seeing Krishna. Now, what will happen if a woman is going without the permission of the husband? It was not easy at that time. Their husband stopped them, their brothers stopped them, their children stopped them. They didn't hear anybody. Just wanted to serve Krishna. And they brought all the prasadam and everything to Krishna. Is there. And how do Krishna was looking? Shamam hiranya paridim vanamalavansi. The Shamam hiranya paridam, the black. One malya, wearing a one mala and one sea. Dhatu pravala pravasta anvatanse. So with minerals decorated his face. Vinyasta hasta itarena dhana bhavcha. Carrying a common lily with his Alola Uttakala Chandra Mukhabjaham. This is beautiful face decorated. And when they saw that, their ecstasy went no bound. Seeing Krishna like this, seeing Krishna, they embrace Krishna heart there. And Krishna said, go back. Your husbands will need you for the yajna. And they said, Lord, now they will not. We have come to take shelter of you, surrender to you. We'll stay in the forest, keep serving your lotus feet. And they said, but even we go also, they won't accept us. And Krishna says, don't worry. I'm the Paramatma in their heart. I will give them the right guidance and you go back. And these ladies go back. And the Brahmanas say, you're such great devotees. We never have so much renunciation that for attaining God we did so much. But you are so fortunate, ladies. You have developed so much detachment. Neither you have not this thick janama, thick vrata, thick bhogyatam, thick kulam. ब्राह्मणों से हमारे हम इतने बड़े कुल में पैदा हुए, धिक्कार है उसको. हमारी ब्राह्मण दीक्षा हुई, धिक्कार है उसको. हमने ब्रह्मचार्य का पालन किया, उस पर धिक्कार है. हमने वेदों को पढ़ा, उसको भी धिक्कार है. हमने तुम्हारे जैसी भक्ति नहीं पाई, तुम्हारी जैसी डिवोशन नहीं पाई. So they developed a great devotion to. No, they appreciated the devotion of his wives to Krishna. Still, they could not come to meet Krishna. Only comes मार देगा because it was not pure. But the wives never feared, because when the Vrajavasis will go from Vrindavan to Mathura, on the way will come. On the way, Kamsa will. On the way. On the way, this Brahman Patni's house was there. And they will tell, Krishna did this Leela, Krishna did this Leela, Krishna did this Leela. And because of hearing this, what happens? Attachment to Krishna develops. So this shows that just by hearing about Krishna, you develop attachment to Krishna. Even you have not seen Krishna. They've never seen Krishna. They've only heard about Krishna with faith. So if we hear about Krishna with faith, we also can develop attachment to him. And that's what Krishna is saying, Maya asakta mana partha yogam yunjad manashaya tashnu gyasasi tashnu. And here Krishna is speaking about himself. And that's the beauty of the 7th chapter, where Krishna starts speaking about his glories, about his thing. Now people say, Krishna, why Krishna is talking about his glories? Right? Shri Krishna should not talk about his glories. Why Krishna is talking about his glories? Now, suppose, Ambani is there. His son comes. Father, who is my father? What do you do? So what Ambani said? I'm a bhikhari hu karke. He'll say, no, beta, I'm your father and I'm the richest person in India. He'll say or not say? 5,000 crore. And it's all for you only. So is it proud? Beta pucha batayega. Same way, Arjuna is asking Krishna, tell me about yourself. Say, yes, I'm God. Everything comes from me. They're not telling their daily life. But Krishna is very, very humble, because he has not told all his glories in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavatam has much more glories. Why? It is glorified by your devotee. So Krishna talk about himself only in 700 verses. In 700 verses of Gita, only few verses talk about himself. But Sukdev Goswami talked about Krishna in 18,000 verses. And now we go to the next shloka. So hearing about Krishna is a beginning. And Bhagavad Gita is hearing about Krishna from Krishna. And Krishna is saying here, Jnanam teham sa vijnanam idam vakshyami asheshatah yajgata neha bhuyo anya gyatavya avashishyate. So Jnanam teham sa vijnanam. Know about me with Vijnana and Vijnana. So Jnana is about the knowledge of what? Vijnana means knowledge of a relationship with Krishna. Vakshyami asheshataha. Avakshyami asheshataha. After telling this knowledge, you don't have to know anything. Yad gata neha bhuvanyach. See, in Bible, Jesus Christ says, I have a lot to tell you. You can't digest it. In Gita, Krishna is telling, I'm telling you everything, nothing else remains. Right? This is Bhagavad Gita. I shall now declare unto this knowledge both phenomena and nominal being known, nothing further shall remain for eternal. So it's giving complete knowledge. I say, Manasenam sahasreshu Kashyad yatati siddhaye Tataamapi siddhanam Kashyad mam veti tatpataha Manasenam sahasreshu Kashyad yatati siddhaye Tataamapi siddhanam Kashyad mam veti tatpataha What a thousand of men, Sahasreshu, one try for perfection. One asks the question, who am I? What's the purpose of life? Even such people, those who understand who are they realize they are not his body, they are spirit soul. Hardly somebody knows Krishna. How rare is to know Krishna. Rare to be there. And you can see also, there will be lakhs of it. Now we are on Sarjapur Road. There will be lakhs of people over here, isn't it? There will be lakhs of people over here. How many are hearing about Krishna now? How many come to the center on Sundays? Very few. Or even among the boys in a university, there are 5,000. I see 5,000 students are there. How many are sitting in the class now? Very few. Manasana, one out of 1,000. Kashinam Vedi. So to know Krishna itself is a great mercy. Only by great mercy of Krishna we can know about Krishna. So to knowing about Krishna is not easy, right? Only by mercy of Krishna we can know about Krishna. There. Tatam visiddhanam kashimam vedi tatvataha. And Krishna says, what is the result of knowing him? Janam karma cha medevyam evam veti tatvataha tekta deyam punajanma naiti mameti sarjana. You do not take birth again, one knows me. भूमि अपि अनल्वायुखं मनोबुद्धिरेव च अहंकारमिति मन्ये न प्रकृतिदस्ततः. So this Prakriti. Now Krishna is defining Prakriti. So first, before telling about himself, he's talking about his energies, his Prakriti. For example, any preacher comes. So what we glorify the preacher with? He has done his MTech from IIT Mumbai. He has done his gold medalist. He has done this. He has done that. Now, what is the relationship with the preacher? Because you know somebody based on his material qualification. Same way, now you say, okay, I'm God. No, whole universe is coming from me. The first material qualifications Krishna is telling, so we understand who he is. Now, if you see from the seventh chapter onwards, every chapter has one unique thing. When the one thing in common, every chapter. What? First, Krishna will talk about his glories. And then Krishna will say, take shelter of me. Because unless you say to a person, how will you take shelter in it? So first Krishna will say everything is under my control. And then he shall take shelter of me. So now Krishna here is talking about his relationship with the, and then talk about don't take shelter of others. Right? See, everything depends upon me. Take shelter of me. Don't take shelter of any demigods or any other thing. Just take shelter of. So Krishna through Bhagavad Gita is bringing us to Ananya Bhakti. So earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego, all together thus, eight constitute my separated material energies. So come earth, water, air, fire, ether, so made of gross body. And come manobuddhi yevacha. So mind, intelligence, false ego, that consists of a settled body. So at the time of death, the gross body is destroyed, the subtle body doesn't get destroyed. It goes from one body to another. But all these are whose energies? Krishna's energy. But there is one energy beyond it. Aparayam itastu anyam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabhao ya edam dharite jagat. Beyond this is this another Prakriti. Vidhi me param. Jiva bhuta mahabhao ya edam dharite jagat. So there is Jiva bhuta. So there is a bhautik Prakriti and there is a Jiva bhuta. It's a marginal energy. So there's external energy, there's internal energy, and there is a marginal energy. The three living entities are the marginal energy. The material energy is the external energy, Bhairanga. Then Radha Rani, there is the internal potency, the Yogamaya. So, O mighty Arjuna, there's another super energy of mind which compels the entity for exploiting the resources of material inferior nature. So it's beyond it. But both are whose energy? Krishna. So we belong to Krishna. This material creation also belongs to Krishna. एतद् योनिनि भूतानि सर्वनाति उपधारया अहं कृष्णस्य जगतः प्रभवा प्रलयस्ततः. So all beings have source in this true nature. See, we have a body which is made of matter. Krishna's Bhiranga Shakti, the inferior energy. But we as super soul, we as the soul, Jivatma, is the energy of the Lord, which is higher energy there. So everybody is made of this two energy. And I'm the origin, both the origin and the dissolution. मथा परतरं नन्यत् किञ्चिदस्ति धनञ्जय मयि सर्वमिदं प्रोतं सूत्रे मणिगणा इव. Krishna is doing everything. Krishna is not seen in this universe. Krishna is not seen in this world. Just like you don't see the thread. You don't see the thread. You see only the monies. If you see Kanti Mala, you're not seeing the thread. You're only seeing the money. So that goes to show that Krishna is not visible. Krishna is not visible in this universe, but everything depends on the thread. If you remove the thread, all monies will fall apart. So whole this universe will fall apart if Krishna withdraws his potency. Right. And actually, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is Antaryami of the universe. And because of the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, whole universe is standing. In fact, when the universe was created, nothing happened in the universe, you know. The Virat Purusha came, eyes came, nothing happened. Only when Garbhodakshaya Vishnu came, then the Virat Purusha starts breathing. So same with Antaryami leaves the body. The Shirodakshaya Vishnu leaves our heart, who is the Paramatma in our heart. The body collapses, person is dead. So same with the Antaryami of this is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Through him a whole world is getting manifested. So I'm superior. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. Rasoham. Now, Krishna start telling how everything is He only. Now, this is something more difficult. Think the few verses which is coming, it is very difficult to understand that how Krishna is the moon, how Krishna is the sun. So, what happens when the creation happens? From Mahavishnu comes all the 24 elements. From Mahavishnu comes all the 24 elements. Then, when the Mahavishnu, from the Mahavishnu, when all 24 elements come, what happens? The 24 elements have come from Mahavishnu. But what happens? Through the glance, the elements came. Now all elements coupled together form a universe. Right? Then the universe Garbhodakshaya Vishnu enters there. Then after Garbhodakshaya Vishnu enters the universe, he takes a first the Brahmaji comes, but he takes a form of a Virat Purusha. He takes the form of the Virat Purusha. So in that Virat Purusha only the eyes develop, the sun and moon. From there the eyes come. Then his hands becomes the Devatas. There. Then same way Nabi becomes the and in the position for is coming the Brahma. Legs becomes the Upendra. And and all the universal hands, legs, everything comes from him. Same way, when the creation was happening from Mahavishnu, it was from the false ego in mode of ignorance comes all the sense objects. There. First comes sound. From sound comes ether. From ether comes air. From air comes touch. Touch. From touch comes vision. Then the fire. Then fire comes vision. Then comes water. Then comes taste, and the taste in water. Then comes earth, and earth has smell. And so like that, all these things come in the category with all there. So, so now Krishna here is saying, maybe I'll show you that chart of creation so that it's clear for the further verses what we're talking about. This is creation chart. So see, Garbhadakshay Vishnu, all the metal pradhana coming, Mahatattva comes, 24 elements come, then there's 24 from ignorance come, 5 gross elements. So how the eyes, tongue, nose, genital skins, hands, voice, and feet, and there. So this is the sense organ working senses. Now how the gross elements come? First comes sound. Sound से ether. Ether से touch. Touch से air. Air से form. Form से fire. Fire से taste. Taste से water. Smell से earth. Yeah, first the sense object comes, then the gross element comes there. So like that, all the elements come. So how the sound is coming? Yes, because from Lord only the Ahankara came. From Ahankara only the sound came. So when Krishna is saying, I am the sound, is it wrong? Krishna is saying, I am the taste in water. Who produced the taste in the water? He only. But this is a differentiated energy. He is not lost in the water and thing. So because the Lord glance on his Prakriti and everything happened. So everything is he only, no, in that sense. The, the energy is not different from the energetic. So that's what Krishna is saying here in this verses. Rasomsa Kanta. On the taste in water. So when you do Nirsala Ekadashi and you're about to drink water, the taste you feel, then you see this is Krishna. Garangpa once telling he went to one place after breaking after the next day of Nirsala Ekadashi and they gave him a garland. It's a time for breakfast, but they gave him a garland. They said, कुछ अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, पानी दे दो. बेटी रस्तु कांताय Prabhashmi Sashi Surya. Who made the light in the light of the sun and moon? It's Krishna. Pranava Sarvedeshu. From where the Pranava? Oh. Is so all the Vedas came from Pranava. Whole creation, the sound is saying Oh. All the Vedas came from this one sound. And Kem Porusham Nasha. And the ability in man. How the man can produce a child. Who gave him this ability? It's Krishna. Same as Krishna is saying, Puno Gandhya Prithviyam. Agar Gandha, earth में smell. From smell came earth. Who gave the smell to earth? Krishna. Tejasmi Prabhavaso. Jivanam Sarvbhuteshu. So same way austerity of the austere people, who am I? Like Sabri Muni was doing tapasya, but he offended Garuna. What happened? In sea he saw and he wanted to save the fish in the pond, and that's why he offended the curse Garuna. Then seeing the same fishes mating, he also wanted to mate. He left his abasi and married 50 girls of Mandata, 50 daughters of Mandata. Why? Krishna removed the power to do tapasya. So who gives the power? Krishna. Tapaschasmi, tapasvishu. So Krishna has the ability in everything, and the penance of all penances, and the life of all that lives. Bija mam sarabhutanam vidhi path sanatanam buddhimatam asmi teja tejasvinamaham. Though bija mam sarv bhutanam. So in the bija, I'm the bija mam sarv bhutanam. So every beach of every bhuta, of every species given by the Lord. So when there was annihilation, the Matsya Avatar came. So Matsya Avatar told Satyavrat Muni to keep each and every species of life in the both, so that it can be carried for the next creation. And amazingly, same story comes in Bible also as Noah. What comes in Matsya Avatar? So buddhi tamam asmi tejas tejasvinaham. And I am the prowess of all powerful. I am the intelligence of the intelligence. So who is the source of all intelligence? Krishna. Balam balvatam chaham. I am the Bala. Like Muhammad Ali said, I am the greatest. But when he got Parkinson's disease, he could not lift even Olympic mashal. So who gives us strength? Krishna. Kam raga vivarjati. And I'm sex life which is not contrary to religious principle. Like many couples come that Prabhuji, please bless, we are begetting a child there. Now generally, if people don't like talk, but since producing a child is which is according to religious principle, the sex life is also Krishna saying I am, because that produces child something there. Not contrary to religious principle. Sex life for producing child. So dharma viruddha bhuteshu. So dharma viruddha bhuteshu, for Lord of the Bharatas, dharma viruddha bhuteshu, kamo asmi bhatrishabha. या चेवा सात्विका भावा राजस तमसये मत्तयेति दानविति ना तो हम तेषु तो मयि. No, all that state of being, whether goodness, passion, ignorance, are manifested by mind energy. Rajagun, Tamogun, Satogun, anybody who's in this is manifested by mind energy. You see, this person is very angry due to Rajagun, Tamogun. But that's also Krishna's energy. Somebody who is in very peaceful Satoguni is also Krishna's energy. So I'm in sense everything, but I am independent. I'm not under the modes, they are within me. Because what happens when the time creation happens? What happens? The Prakriti. So there was the three modes were in a very unequilibrium state. The three modes were in equilibrium state. Goodness, passion. There's no agitation. Krishna glance over them. Then they agitate based on Kala. Kala enters. So now sometimes some people will be in goodness. Sometimes the same people will be in passion. Sometimes some people will be in ignorance. But अरे तुम कैसा behave कर रहे हो? Because now Kala has agitated. But who has agitated them? God's clans. Krishna's clans. So Krishna is above them. Krishna is not under them. And even when Krishna comes to this world, he doesn't get bound by the gunas. And that's what Krishna is saying in this next verse there. I'm not under the modes of mental nature, for they are contrary within me. त्रिभी गुणामयी भावे एभी सर्वमितम जगत. ये सारा जगत किससे चल रहा है? इन तीन गुणों से. मोहितम ना भी जानाति मामेभ्यम परम अव्ययम. So deluded by the three modes, the whole world does not know me, who am the above the modes and inexhaustible. So by your analysis, you may come to this conclusion that whole creation is happening due to three modes. But by our analysis, we cannot come at a Lord glance over the three modes, and that's why it is rejected. So therefore, the whole world does not know. But everybody get deluded by the Prakriti. Yes, because based on these three modes only, all the 24 elements came. False ego in mode of ignorance, passion, ankara in mode of goodness. Then they are being conducted by those modes. They are conducted also by those modes. Like for example, if you see, senses want to enjoy, body wants to sleep, and mind wants to be peaceful. You see, senses want to enjoy, but after enjoyment, peace doesn't come. So there's a problem with the mind. Mind wants to be peaceful, and body wants to sleep. Body wants to sleep. Senses want to enjoy. Why? Because mind is born in mode of goodness. The senses are born made of passion. And the body is made up of Panch Guna, Panch Bhuta, which is made of mode of ignorance. In ignorance, I want to sleep, passion, want to enjoy, and Satoguna, I want to be peaceful. But Krishna says, nobody knows me beyond these modes. Deluded by the three modes, the whole world does not know me from above the modes and inexhaustible. But and Krishna say, Devi Esha Gunmayi Mamaya Prapatate. Mamaya Durataya. Mame Prapatate Maya Metantate. This Devi, he Esha Gunmayi. It consists of three modes. Satogun, Rajogun, Tamagun. Mamaya Durataya. You cannot overcome it. You cannot overcome it. Mame Prapatate. Those who surrender to me, Maya Metantate. They surpass this Maya. So first Krishna is saying, I am beyond the three guna, I am beyond Maya, but people do not know me. But if people know me and surrender to me, this Maya goes away from them. And don't try to see Krishna's Maya. Markandeya Rishi made this mistake. He wanted to see Krishna's Maya. Now what happened? Because he wanted to see Krishna's Maya and he got a benediction to live for 5 kalpas. So when the end of the kalpa came and the day of Brahma comes, so he was into the ocean only. Everything was inundated with water. Devangla fishes, everything was there. And there he saw one child drinking, sucking his own feet. Kadaravinde, Padaravinde. So sucking his feet. And he entered in his mouth and then entered his belly. Again he saw the same boy. And again see the same situation. And finally he prayed to the Lord and finally he came back. So don't try to see Lord's Maya. There, Devi Esha Gunamai. Mamaya Darataya. Just like a dog. Like for example, you go to somebody's dog and big bulldog is there. You're very fearful or not? But if that person comes, your friend comes, then say, bulldog hat ja. Then aap aaram se ja sakte. So like that, the Krishna's Maya. So she is very big, very strong. But Krishna says, hat ja. Then aaram se chale jate ho. So for a devotee, the Maya goes away there. And the Maya is not there for the devotee. And Sri Prabhupada writes, we all bound by these three gunas, if you see. Like many times we find a problem that we are not able to do what we want. We get very much controlled over by the things. Why we get controlled over by the things? Like suppose I want to control over my anger, but I'm not able to control. But why I'm not able to control? Because Rajaguna is very high. I'm feeling lusty, but I'm not able to control. Why? Because the lust is very high. So because of that, I'm not able to control myself there. Control my there. But Krishna releases us out of parental affection. Krishna loves us. So when you come to him, chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Then Krishna releases us from this bondage. There. So this is a beauty. So he orders us release out of his causeless mercy in the surrender soul, and out of his parental affection, the living entity, who is originally a beloved son of the Lord. Therefore, surrender to lotus feet of the Lord is only means to get free from the clutches of stringent material nature. So therefore, only Lord Krishna and his bona fide representative, the spiritual master, can release the conditioned soul. Namam Dushkritino Muna Prapadyante Naradhama Maya Pritahara Jnana Asram Lapamashita. तो भगवान आपका सरेंडर लेके इतना आसानी से हम रिलीज हो जाएंगे फिर व्हाई डोंट पीपल सरेंडर टू यू said why asurim prakritimashritah asuram bhavam they have asura bhava and which are the 4 types of this asuram bhava naradhamas 4 types of naradhama dushkritino 4 types of dushkritinas mula naradhama maya pratyana and asura bhava ashita these people don't surrender to me and the maya clutches them so who are these 4 mula mula means 4 so they work hard like ass. They work hard like but no time to come to Krishna. You said, come to Gita class, no time. Come to spiritual life, no time. So these people don't surrender to me. Nara Dhamaha. They tell themselves to be big leaders. For prestige, they will do some social function, but they don't surrender to Krishna. That who will surrender? Nara. Third is Mayaprit Jnana. They will have many atheistic philosophy. They will say, oh no, it's not Krishna speaking in Bhagavad Gita. It is Brahman speaking in Bhagavad Gita. Maya, the knowledge stolen by Maya. Or the scientist. Right? They have big philosophy, Big Bang theory, this theory, that theory, but they not surrender to Krishna. And then Asuram Bhava Ashita. They know also, but they want to go against Krishna only. Atheistic people. Asurim Bhavam Ashita. Just 4 people. But then which kind of people surrender to Krishna? Chaturvida bhajante mam jana sukitano arjuna arto jigyasu arthati jnanina chalto Krishna. So 4 types of sukritana surrender to me. Arto, those who are in distress. Those artharti, they want something. Jigyasu, those great. हम भी समझते हैं कि भगवद गीता में क्या है. And the 4th is Jnani, who has understood I am not his body, I am spirit soul. There's what is the purpose of life? There's nothing in this wealth. What is there? Bhagwan ka bhajan karo. Bhagwan ka smaran karo. That is a Bharashavaha. And Krishna says, out of these 4 people, all are 4 good, but who is better? Tesham jnani nitya yukta eka bhakti vashishyate piryohi jnani notyartha aham sacha mamam priyaha. So out of these 4 people, Jnani is very dear to me. Now, why Krishna is saying Jnani is very dear to me? See, all others are coming to Krishna with some motivations. And once motivations are fulfilled, they may go back. But the Jnani understand, no, my relationship with Krishna is eternal. In this world, nothing is of more value than bhakti, than my. So because he stays with Krishna, because he is coming with the right motivation that Krishna Eka Sharnam. And by association with devotees, this Jnani becomes a pure devotee. There. So this Jnana, so therefore Krishna thinks this Eka Bhakti Vashishyate. He does bhakti with purity. Same way, we are coming in bhakti with different motivations we have come to bhakti. But to become stable in bhakti, we should come to the Jnana platform. So our aim was to become Shuddha Bhakta. But at least we should be in a Jnana platform, and that's why reading Srila Prabhupada books is very important to stay in bhakti. Because by reading Prabhupada books, we get a Jnana to attain Krishna. And such a devotee who reads Prabhupada books is very dear to Krishna. He is getting knowledge about Krishna. And that is why reading Srila Prabhupada books is very important and very amazing. So, Eka Jnani Vashishyate. So, this is, we are there. So that's why we have to take classes very seriously. Ask questions. How this is working? Actually, Bhagavad Gita gives such a truth. From a naked eyes, you can see what Krishna is telling. There is nothing to be hide also there. So Jnanino Arthitham Chamam Priyaha. And who is full knowledge, always engagement pure devotion is the best, for I am very dear to me and he is dear to me. But others are also very good. Udara eva sevete jnani tavyatmete mataha astita sahayuktatma mamimanutagatim. All these devotees are undoubtedly magnanimous souls because they are coming to. But whatever, like Dhruv Maharaj, he came out of desire, but he became perfect. So whatever may come to Krishna does not matter. But eventually he should come in knowledge that Krishna is my life and soul. But one who is situated in knowledge, I consider to be just like my own self. Being engaged in my transcendent service is sure to attain me the highest and most perfect goal. And then Krishna says, Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanaman Mam Prapantante Vasudevam Sarvamiti Samahatma. This Jnani, this has 2 meanings. One is a Jnani which is not coming to Krishna. The Jnani which is only talking about body and soul, he takes many births to realize that Krishna is all in all. Vasudevam Sammiti. Everything is coming from Krishna. He takes many births. And then he surrenders. Such a soul is there. Another meaning could be that all these people, Udara, Arthato, they've come to Krishna. But to develop knowledge of Krishna may take a lot of time for them. And they attain Krishna's mercy. Whatever the means is to find to mean that Vasudevam Saramiti Samatma is rare to find a person who has surrendered to Krishna. Vasudevam Saramiti. Everything is under the control of Lord Vasudev, and let me surrender. Samatma Sudalaba. He doesn't have envy towards anybody. But after many births and deaths, was actually a knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes. Such a great soul is very rare. And Prabhupada writes, the living entity, while executing devotional service or transcendental rituals after many, many births, may actually become situated in transcendental pure knowledge. The Supreme Personality of God is the ultimate soul of Godless. That is why, if we are in touch with there, that's the beauty of this. Sa sa shishah purushah sa sahaksha sahasapa sabhumim vishvato vritva tatashta dashangulam purushaye vedam sarvam yadabhutam yacha bhavayam utamrita vashyano yad anne tatirohati. The Lord Vishnu has thousands of heads, thousands of eyes, and thousands of feet, entirely encompassing the whole universe. It still extends beyond it 10 fingers. So this is a Purush Sukta prayers, which actually says that Vasudeva is everything. You hear Purush Sukta prayers in there? It said the Lord is the whole universe. Everything is in the word, the Purushaktara, the Purushaktara there. But now, many people worship another demigod. They don't worship you. They don't understand Vasudeva Saramiti. What about them? Kamaste hite jnana papantante anadevata tam tam nyamastaya patati nidasa. So why people go to demigods? Due to lust. क्योंकि मैं जल्दी से वर नहीं दूंगा. Demigod से वर जल्दी मिल जाएगा. To fulfill their material desire, they go to demigods. But then who give them faith? I only give them faith. Tam tam nyamastaya prakatya netaha. So yeah, those who intelligently bestow the material desire surrender demigods and follow the particular rules and regulation according to their own nature. Like there's a worship in mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Like Kali worshippers, what they will do? All mode of ignorance worship, they will offer mass to Kali and all that. So is it really pleasing to Krishna? No, because they have that nature. Krishna made okay, you worship Kali in that way, according to their nature. And who gives the faith to people in demigods? I only give the faith also. Yo yo yam tanum bhakta shraddha ajtum ichhati tasya tasya chalam shraddha tame bhakti. So whatever the shraddha comes, so based on that shraddha, I only give them what? Faith. Okay, go to this demigod. She will fulfill your desire. So you see, Devi Bhaktas, how they have faith in Devi. The Krishna only giving them faith in Devi. You see, Shiva Bhaktas, they have faith in Shiva. Who's giving them faith in Lord Shiva? Krishna only. So therefore, we should not also cut their faith. So we should elevate them to Vishnu worship. But we need not say that they should not worship the Devatas, to the demigod worshipper. It will take time for them to come to Lord Krishna's worship. Like his guest Aisham Prabhu was doing Shiva Chamakam, Rudra Chamakam there. And all dudes saying, you should not do this, you should not do this, you should not. Then he went to his spiritual master, Maharaj. Maharaj said, yes, you can do it, but there's no need. You can worship Shiva, but there is no need. There. So that was, he liked that answer very much. So I'm in everyone's heart as super soul. I make his faith a city so that he can devote himself to a particular deity. And then Krishna says, Sataya Shraddhaya Yukta Tasya Aradram Iyate Navachatata Kamam Maya Vitanta. So after doing his Shraddha, he receives some benefit. Who gives us benefit? I only give to the Devatas, and Devatas only give to the worshipper. Are you only put a faith in the demigod? You only give the benefit. Then, but what is the problem? Antavantu phalam tesham. What the demigods give is a temporary results. It gets lost. Tad bhavati alpam yadasam. They don't understand that the demigod se jo milega, temporary milega. Devan deve yajo yanti. Mad bhakta yanti mamapi. So why not you worship directly me? So when a small intelligence worships demigods, their fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship demigod go to the planets of demigods, but my devotees ultimately reach my supreme planet. So demigod planet is you go there, you come back. You go to Swarga, you come back. You go to Chandra, you come back. You go to Brahaspati, you come back. But you go to Krishna's abode, you never come back. So you get permanent result. Like Dhruv Maharaj. Now, Hiranyakashipu worshipped Brahma. What happened? He was killed. Ravana worshipped Brahma. He got benediction, but he was killed. But Dhruv Maharaj, he also had a desire, but he worshipped Vishnu. What happened? He attained a spiritual planet, Dhruv. So see the battle come to me. Even your material desires come to me. I only give the demigods to give you. Why not you directly come to me and worship me? See, you may go, if you have to do something government, you have to go office to office. But if your relationship with the Prime Minister just send a notice, everything is done very easily. Isn't it? So if we have relationship with Krishna, why to go office to office and give bribes? Now, Krishna, but some people say you are impersonal. Avyaktam vyakti apanna manyate mama buddhaye param bhavam jananto mama vyanantam. They're Buddhu. Who are Buddhu? अबुद्धू उनमें किसमें इंटेलिजेंट नहीं है जो सोचते हैं अव्यक्ता मैं पहले अव्यक्ता अब कृष्णा बन के आ गया वो कौन है अबुद्ध है उनमें टैलेंट नहीं है परम भावम अजानंतो मम अव्यमनुत्तम अरे भाई कृष्णा इज स्टैंडिंग ओनली आई एम imperishable I'm eternal this is my eternal form not that something eternal has become formed now formless has become formful those who think like that the Buddha unintelligent man who do not know me perfectly think that as a supreme person you Godhead Krishna was a person before and now assume this personality. To their small knowledge they do not know my higher nature, which is imperishable and supreme. Now the beauty is Krishna has spoken this verse in such an impersonal will treat this way. They're saying, oh, I was impersonal before I become personal. So Krishna gives them also a chance to do what they're doing. But if you see the direct meaning very clearly, it says somebody thinks that Krishna was avyaktam and vyaktim tapannam. See, avyaktam, vyaktim, apannam, manyante, abuddhaye. What is the direct meaning of this verse? अगर कोई सोचता है मैं पहले अव्यक्त था इम्पर्सनल था अब बन गया व्यक्ता मैनिफेस्ट हो गया हूँ कोई मानता है इस बात को तो क्या बुद्धू है इट्स डायरेक्ट मीनिंग ऑफ दिस वर्ड बट कुछ जगलरी करके पूरा एक अलग निकाल के वो अलग मीनिंग निकाल देंगे न हम प्रकाश सर्वस्य योग माया समावृतम मूढ़ोऽयं नाभिजानाति लोको मामजव्ययम् न हम प्रकाश सर्वस्य न हम प्रकाश सर्वस्य I'm not known to people. I'm not known to people. Why? I've covered myself with yoga maya. That's what Mudo Nam Navijanati. People Jarasam could understand Krishna. 70 times they were defeated, but still he's not thinking that Krishna is God. Then to make him fool, 17 times Krishna ran away also. Hey, bhagya to mere dar ke mare. Krishna purposefully didn't kill him. So that he will bring more and more. Yeah. Same with Duryodhana. He was trying to capture Krishna. Krishna showed his whole universal form. Still Duryodhana didn't understand his God. Mudoyam Navijanati Lokamam Ajapyam. Why? Krishna is covered by his death and never manifests with foolish and intelligent. For them I am covered by my internal potency. Therefore I am born. And Shishupal, proper writing, Shishupal could not understand about Krishna. He spoke against Krishna getting Agar Puja. Why? Foolish and people don't understand. Vedaham samatitani vartamani charajuna abhishyani kanisani to Vedana question. I know what happened in the past, what's happening now, what will happen in the future, but nobody knows me. And why people are bewildered? Due to Ichha and Dvesha. Ichha Dvesha Samuddena Dandumena Bharata Sarvbhutani Sammoham Sarge Yanti Parantapaha. Uske Bharat को conquer the foe. All living entities are born in delusion, built by dualities, arising from desire and hate. Right? Sarvbhutani Sammoham Sarge Yanti Parantapaha. Dandumena Bharata. Now then, who can understand you? Who can bear? Esham tu antgata papam jananam punya karmanam tesham tu namukta bhajante mam dinvrata. जिनके सारे पाप चले गए हैं और कई जन्म जन्मों के पुण्य उजागर हो गए हैं, वही लोग मेरी भक्ति दृढ़ता से कर सकते हैं। पर कोई बोले प्रभु जी, मेरे तो बहुत पाप हैं, मैं भक्ति दृढ़ नहीं कर पाऊंगा। तो 18वें अध्याय भगवान बोलते हैं, सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वं सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः। मैं उसके सारे पाप कर लेता हूँ, मोक्ष कर लेता हूँ। एंड जरा मरण मोक्षाया महामाश्रित्य यतन्ति ते ब्रह्मा तद्विदु कृष्णम् अध्यात्मं कर्म च। Intelligent person when craving for liberation for old age and death take refuge in my devotion service. Now, what if I want to get liberated? Then also do my bhakti. They're actually Brahman because they entirely know everything about transcendental activities. Sadi Bhuta, Sadi Bhutadi Deva Mam, Sadi Yagyam, Chaye Vidu, Prayana Kale Pichamam, Chetasa. So those in full consciousness know me, the Supreme Lord, to be the governing principle of mental confession of the demigods, of all the meta sacrifice, can understand know me at the time of death. And those ends the seventh chapter. And then Krishna, Arjuna start the eighth chapter asking about this, what is Sadi Bhuta and thing. So you want to know about this, what all these items and the eighth chapter? So come tomorrow, 7:15 a.m. We'll continue our session there. So I hope you did you got the flow of you can close the recording now. Vipin,